What is up, you too? How are y'all doing on this fine good morning hashtag evening? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, I am so happy today. Y'all, I woke up this morning really saying wow, you know what? Why not try to be a YouTuber? You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be a lot of times that I am going to be in a different area. Right now I'm at my best friend's house. But y'all, I want to be big, I want to glow up in the world. I want to be what they call famous, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? So y'all, today we're going to talk about goals. Okay? Now, everybody has different goals in life. My goal, I want to be a firefighter. Yes, there's a lot of scary things to it. Trust. I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? But, it can be fun. My type of goals in my life was a lot of different things. At first, whenever I was a junior and a sophomore and a freshman, stuff like that, I wanted to be I want to have my CDL license and travel the road. But now, I just gonna settle down and shoot to the fire. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I want to be a firefighter. Either I want to be a firefighter for Fayette County or Jessamine County. And I feel why not do it? They make a lot of good money, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be pretty fun. Not saying fun as in I'm ready for it, because it can be scary. You're gonna have some bumpy roads, you know what I'm saying? But practice is key, you know what I'm saying? But everybody has goals in life and everybody has a plan in life. And you know what? Follow your dream, follow your goal. Stay on top of your goal. Yeah, a lot of people has goals, but then life hits them. And once life hits you, I've already talked about this, but stuff can go haywire. You know what I'm saying? So, follow your goal, follow your dream, and follow your heart. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow your heart, I don't know what else to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Other than, I don't know. But anyways, y'all, so my goal in life was a lot of different things. I wanted to do a lot of stuff. At first in my head, I wanted to be a doctor. First in my head, I wanted to, sing. I wanted to be a singer. I have the voice. At least people tells me I do. Half the time I do not, because I'm well, I've been seeing a lot of good singers on here. I'm just okay, I can't hit them notes, but I can sing a little bit, but I don't really feel like I'm gonna be some type of high top singer where, see me perform and stuff like that. But I want my voice to be heard and I want to touch people. My whole biggest thing is I want to put an impression on people's lives and I want to show them that everything's okay in life. You know what I'm saying? So I come on YouTube and, try to speak my voice out in the world and tell people that, life can be okay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is going on in life, but, follow your goals and follow your dreams. Some people has dreams and goals and stuff, and then, boom, they end up pregnant. And hey, whatever you do in that room can dedicate your future. You know what I'm saying? But everybody having a baby and stuff like that, your goals change. You know what I'm saying? And so be it. You have a kid, stuff goes haywire. Stuff changes. Life changes for you. You felt like you was gonna finish college and boom, a kid pops out and the kid takes you down a different path in life. But it's okay. A kid's only gonna be young for so long. Shoot back into your dream if you already ain't old. You know what I'm saying? But my goal is being a firefighter. I've always wanted to now for this whole year was become a firefighter. And is it scary? Yes, because I just now recognize that you have to climb a 105-foot ladder, and in some type of different counties and stuff, they have different sizes of ladders that you climb. Am I scared of heights? Yeah, big time. I used to be scared to even climb on buildings with my friends and stuff like that. My friend's dad even tried to make me clean out the gutter, and I was scared. I sat down on the roof. I didn't even stand. I stand up, my legs started shaking. You know what I'm saying? Because it was scary. I did not know and everything. But it's so different in your mind. You have to push yourself. Nobody else is going to push you as much as your mind will. Your mind's going to make you think wow, you can't do it. But deep down inside, you can do it. You can succeed and you can do better. So you know what? Do it. You know, your worst enemy is yourself. Your worst enemy is your mind. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Do your goals. Another thing, it's gonna be like probably, I might stay, Jessamine County for 6 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying? But like, probably not. Stuff changes in life and it's okay. You have different type of roads that you take. Not saying 27 and stuff like that. No, roads in life. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, follow your dreams. Follow your goal. So guys, on today's YouTube is follow your goal, okay? So number one here, because now I'm in like a standing mood. But number one, we're gonna talk about goals in life. So everybody has a goal and everybody wants to follow goals. But my type of thing that I like to talk about whenever it comes to goals, I'm also talking about, say that like you want to go to college. Everybody, well, I won't say everybody, but most of the people all wants to go to college and stuff like that. If you want to go to college, I say shoot to it. If you want to be a doctor, shoot to your goals. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, like, let's see, be a firefighter, cha-ching, follow your goal. See, but other people wants to be different things. Everybody is not, what's the word? The same. All right, y'all, I'm really done. But no, for real, follow your goals in life. Everybody can go down bad roads. A lot of stuff happens in life, and I've already been saying this through all of my videos. You go through hell, excuse the French, but you go through hell in life, and a lot of things happen, but follow your goal, okay? People dies. What did Simba say? It's the circle of life. But follow your goal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it hurts. Trust, I've had a lot of lost people in my family. I've lost my granny. I've lost my uncles, aunties, cousins, friends. Granny, grandpa, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Great grannies, great of the grannies, great of the grandpas. But stuff happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes down different roads, different paths. You know what I'm saying? But follow your goal. Say your goal is to be, a doctor. Live up to it. Go to school, learn the things, go to college, learn that. Everybody wants to settle down in life for the worst. I'm not talking about everybody. Most people just want to do fast food. If fast food is really your goal in life, no hate. You want to work at McDonald's until you turn 50 and retire? No hate. Work at McDonald's. Flip them burgers. You know what I'm saying? But follow your goal. Set a bigger goal than you think that you can't do. Trust. I don't think I can do firefighter. I was scared to do it. My mom's been pushing me to even try for chief. I only brought up chief one time, and boom, she wants me to become chief. I was scared. I didn't want to talk about it because, I don't want to, go to college. I don't want to do all that stuff. Why? So I don't get the chief? No. It's better to try than it is to just settle down for less. If you have a voice, use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't settle down for worse. Be better. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, this is it right here. Y'all, please, 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 I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to like this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend, okay, to watch the videos. I will only talk for 9 or 10 minutes of your day. Take the time and just listen. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to. Bye, Felicia.